Hello and welcome to this next video. Welcome back and hello to all those new viewers who may have dropped in for the first time. It's quite an exciting point in the series of videos. This is the first video really that will include mostly autographs that I've received in the last couple of years. The first few videos that I created were autographs that I'd collected when I first started collecting back in the early 2000s, and then took a bit of a hiatus for a little while when I stopped. But these are all newer and more recent collection additions, starting from around about mid 2014, so not that long ago. So hopefully I can give you more information about the autographs that I feel is relevant, and also give you more information about where I went to actually get the addresses for these people in the first place. So the first autograph we're going to look at is Isabel Malloy. Isabel played the young Maleficent in the film by the same name, Maleficent. Just a young actress, fairly recently starting out in her career. She was in EastEnders before this and played a sort of semi-regular character in EastEnders. But she was absolutely superb as the young Maleficent in this film. She really was. And I wrote to her probably very, very early on in my sort of restarting of my collecting. I had this lovely signed picture from her and also a nice little letter on the back, which I've included on here as well. So most of the addresses, just for information, most of the addresses that I've used to write to people on the blog from this point onwards are essentially from the website fanmail.biz. So if you go to fanmail.biz, you'll be able to see the addresses for most of the people I've written to from this point onwards. So yeah, this is Isabel Malloy, young Maleficent, in the film of the same name, starring Angelina Jolie as the older Maleficent. Sadly, no Angelina in my collection as yet. The next autograph is Natasha OKeefe. Now, Natasha, I wrote to Natasha based on one role, really, which was her role in Misfits, the sort of later series of Misfits, when she played one of the regular characters. But she's been in the film Filth and Peaky Blinders, the series Peaky Blinders. But most recently, you'll have probably seen her as the Abominable Bride in the most recent Sherlock series, the one that was sort of set back in Victorian Sherlock times. She played the Abominable Bride, excuse me, I'll pop my false teeth back in. She played the Abominable Bride, had this lovely autograph from her signed on the front, and then a lovely letter on the back as well, which is really nice. And I like it when people go above and beyond. It's nice to have a signed autograph, but when you get something back and you've got a letter or a sort of a bit of text on the back, just something to take it above and beyond your usual signed picture, it's always nice to receive. My next set of autographs are from the absolutely fantastic Natalie Dormer. Natalie's really, my first sighting of Natalie as an actress was in The Tudors. I loved the series The Tudors, and she was absolutely brilliant in it. But most recently, she'll have been in the Hunger Games series and also in Game of Thrones as well. She's a fairly regular character in Game of Thrones at the moment. I wrote to Natalie and got a very quick reply, probably about 2 weeks at most, I think it took to actually get the reply back from Natalie. And she sent me these two lovely pictures, which I think are both from, I think that one might be Game of Thrones. Somebody's probably going to call me out on this, but I think that one was Game of Thrones, and I think that one was The Tudors. I didn't send any pictures out at this point still. I was just writing to celebrities, because it's been such a long time since I'd been involved in it. I'd kind of forgotten what I was doing a little bit. So I just wrote to Natalie and asked for autographs, and I got, as I say, this one and this one back from Natalie. If you look up successes from her online, she is an absolute darling to her fans. Seriously, she is brilliant. People are writing to her constantly, sending numerous pictures for signing, which, personally I don't agree with. I think sort of 2 or 3 is the maximum really you should be sending, and don't expect to get them all back signed either. But she's brilliant. I didn't send anything to her, and I got these 2 autographs back, which is great. I may write to her again in the future, I think, and possibly include some of my own pictures, so I get particular ones back from her that I'd really like. But yeah, fantastic, and a really, really good signer. The next autograph I had back was, or the next one I have listed on here, is Sue Jones-Davis. Probably best known as Mandy on Monty Python's, sorry, not Mandy, that's Brian's mother, Judith on Monty Python's The Life of Brian. You can see her to the far right of your screen there. She plays Judith, the sort of really one of the only actual females in the film, because all the rest of the females are played by the Python team. But she plays Judith, Brian's love interest. I can't give any details of where I sent for this, unfortunately, because I did send it to a private address. But she wrote a great inscription. It says, "Dear Carl, best wishes from the Welsh tart, Sue Jones Davis." Which is an in-joke from The Life of Brian, but another fantastic addition to my Python collection. Really, really pleased to get this from Sue Jones Davis. And I'm just going to skip on, so bear with me for a second. Okay, so I just had to change the page there. So the next page, the next autograph I'm going to look at is Carol Vorderman. Don't know how well known she is outside the UK. In the UK, she's probably best known for things like How To, and also the TV quiz series Countdown. Basically, I sent an email request to her agent via their website for an autograph from Carol, and got this back in the post. I'm not going to name who the agent is, but it's very easy for you to find him. I don't want people to sort of be inundating him with autograph requests, but it's fairly easy to find Carol Vorderman's agent and ask for an autograph. So yeah, that's quite a cool one to have got. The next one is a purchased item, actually. This is another Tom Baker autograph. People still say they get through the mail autographs from Tom. I don't believe it. I think Tom stopped signing through the mail altogether. He pretty much only signs items now through his website, and he does charge, albeit a very, very small amount, for the autographs. And he doesn't sign his own items of Doctor Who items. I think he's allowed to send Doctor Who items in, but he doesn't actually have any pictures himself, Doctor Who ones. But this is really cool. He's sort of it's him sort of offering his hand out, and I got him to sign "To Carl, would you like a jelly baby?" which is one of the signature items of the Fourth Doctor's era. And of course he signs it Doctor Who number 4, 1974 to 81 as well. So that's a nice autograph. If you go on my website, I have embedded the link there to Tom's site. So if you want to go and buy any autographs from Tom, the link is detailed there. The next autograph is another Doctor Who one. It's Carolyn Ford. As I say, best known for Doctor Who. She was in The Day of the Triffids as well, but she's best known as playing Susan Foreman, who was the Doctor's granddaughter, and this is way back in the original series with William Hartnell as the Doctor. Only sent the one picture off to her, and I got it back signed, which is really cool. I may write to her again and hopefully get a personalised picture, and maybe choose a slightly better picture as well. But I did like this one because it's Hartnell as himself rather than as the Doctor, which is quite nice. But again, she's a very good signer, and this is a really quick turnaround address from fanmail.biz, so that's really cool. The next autograph is from Holly Willoughby. Again, I don't know how well known she's known outside the UK. In the UK, she's best known for This Morning, presented with Philip Schofield, and also the TV series Celebrity Juice. I actually went on the ITV website for this, and there's a contact option on the ITV website, and I just emailed them and said, is there any chance of a signed picture of Holly Willoughby? When I first saw the picture, I'll be honest, I thought it was a preprint, but the more I look at it and compare it to others that people have had back, it does have a lot of differences, so I don't think it is a preprint. I think she probably has a huge pile of pre-signed cards, and they just grab one from the top of the pile and send it out. But yeah, that's cool. Holly Willoughby, nice signature there to add to the collection. The next one is really cool. I really like this. It's Max von Sydow. Max is probably best known from The Exorcist and films like The Seventh Seal, but he was also in the new Star Wars film The Force Awakens in the opening scenes with Poe Dameron. He's in this series, and yeah, this is really cool. I got this before Star Wars came out, so he's probably a bit harder to get now, I would imagine. I think he pretty much only sends out pre-signed items. It's a bit faint. I mean, you can see if you go onto the website and enlarge the picture, it is a little bit faint. Looks like it's signed with a sort of a felt pen, so it doesn't come out brilliantly, but it's really cool. He's an amazing actor, a proper sort of film acting legend. So to get a signed autograph from Max von Sydow is really cool. And the last autograph we're going to look at in this video is Hannah Murray. Hannah's probably she's probably best known for one of two things: either Skins, the British TV series Skins, or also Game of Thrones. She's quite a regular character in Game of Thrones. I'm terrible with names, so don't ask me to tell you the name of the character, unfortunately, she played, but you must recognise her face, I'm sure. Again, I didn't send anything to Hannah from this. I did get her address from fanmail.biz. She did write back to me and send me this autograph, which is really cool, but the actual picture itself that she sent back is probably about passport photo sized. It's really tiny. So I may write to Hannah again at some point and send my own picture to her, because this one did come back very, very small. But I'm not being ungrateful. It was really cool to get it, especially as I'm a huge fan of Game of Thrones. So yeah, a really nice one from Hannah Murray there. And that's basically the end of the autographs from this session. In this particular video, and hopefully we'll be back for the next load fairly soon. What's going to happen is I'm probably going to do probably 3 or 4, maybe 5 more videos, and then we'll be catching up really with the stuff I'm actually getting out now in real time. So what I'll stop doing is doing chunks of 10 at some point, and actually be doing them month by month as I've received them. So hopefully in a fair few videos time we'll have a sort of a June video, a July video, an August, September, etc. from 2015, and actually have more of an overview of what I got back from month to month. So some videos will be shorter, some videos will be longer, but hopefully they'll all be as interesting as this to fellow collectors. Thanks very much for watching, and see you next time.